Today we're checking out ASTRIS. The wallpaper that you see over there is the art from ASTRIS. It's absolutely beautiful, which is a trademark of Hypergryph, the developers behind this game. Yes, they did make the game Arknights, a game with beautiful music, great characters, good story, and beautiful graphic design. We're going to be talking about those elements that they're doing again here in ASTRIS. We're gonna be going into the PV, gonna be breaking it down. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm gonna be talking about why this game looks so beautiful and why we should be freaking excited about it. Black room with the white lines coming through. Looks like a civilization of some type. Growth. We're seeing a lot of life, but also hints of technology of some type, right? So this is interesting. We get introduced right out the gate to a white sphere in a crater, and then there's a dip in what looks to be a coliseum of some type or architecture of some type around the sphere. But originally there wasn't any, which goes to show that this might have either landed here or this sphere caused this crater in some fashion or form, but it wasn't really interacted with by anyone, at least not in the beginning. And then time goes on, and it looks like people started building or something or somewhat started building around for some strange reason. Got the mysterious music in the back, the gorgeous architecture kicking in. They're really focusing the civilization on this sphere and a lot of emphasis on it. And then we get this, what looks to be like an alchemy table of some type or an energy table. Black Mozziak slate. Characters looking good, man. The texture on the freaking clothing. Oh, man. So we start off in a black room. What seems to be either a metaphorical symbolism or a technological room of some type. You have rocks all around. It looks to be like a circular platform with steps coming down, towers and everything, right? And then you have those white strands that were coming down in the original room coming out of the ground. You have a sound effect in the back, which kind of sounds like buildings are collapsing or being formed. And then right after we hear that, we go back to the black room. A flower has now sprouted, and you see what looks to be towers of some type. By the way, I just love the grain effects that they put on the screen. Kind of gives it like Mission to Mars type of vibe, you know, when like man first landed on the moon type of thing, you know? Here we are again, huge circle with a ton of strands coming both in and out. And as it focuses on this triangle, it blinks back out to the sphere. So we're seeing two main colors within the entire PV, black and white. There's a sense of dualism between whatever they're symbolizing here and the white of the sphere. Also, it seems as if it crashed onto this place, or something about the sphere, perhaps a power or an energy source from it, caused this huge crater. As time goes on, the very next scene that we get is some type of architecture being built around the sphere, almost as if it was discovered by someone or something. Now, here's what's interesting. This architecture is clean, kind of reminds you of like Roman or Greek, but like way into the future type of architecture. So we know that we're dealing with some type of advanced civilization, especially knowing that their architecture is systematic. Let's just say it's absolutely beautiful what they got going on. You know what's interesting about the spheres? They got like a curved eye design. I don't know if that's like a coincidence or if that's intentional. And then right after we get to the black mural slate, there's an ominous beat playing in the back. And we have the two characters, which, by the way, the characters look absolutely freaking gorgeous, dude. Like, bro, the hair and the freaking graphics on the clothes, which, by the way, this is Hypergryph. They love their drip. They are very good, as we've seen in Arknights with their fashion. And you can tell they spare no expense in the design of what seems to be two very important characters. What's super interesting is what she is holding. We have a blue pyramid with strands going all around it in circles, almost like a conduit of some type. And what's fascinating is we have some type of plant life growing out of it. Okay, by the way, real quick, I just gotta say, look at the detail on her clothes, bro. You can see the freaking strands and the seams of her clothing. if we're gonna get these type of cinematics, bro, that's a really good sign on the budget that they're putting into this game. And you can tell there's going to be a huge focus on the story, especially from what they've said and what we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. The fact that story is a huge focus and the visuals is also clearly a huge focus. You can clearly see the seams on this hood right over here. I'm so curious and excited to play this game once it's out. Who discovered this sphere and this black slate? And if this black slate is inside of the sphere, notice how like is in a place that is completely surrounded by white. And if you look at that architecture in the back, that does not look like the white crater that they were in. It almost looks like a futuristic type of design. Are they inside of the sphere? One thing that's really cool, by the way, this entire PV has nothing but black and white symbolism. And the two first characters that we get to see in ASTRIS is black and white. Yin and yang dualism, perhaps? All right, now on to the pre-alpha, early in development, and it already looks freaking beautiful. So first and foremost, this soundtrack that we're gonna hear consistently throughout. Hypergryph is known to not play with their music. You could tell they really were trying to grab your heart and your soul with this atmospheric track they got going. Notice how they got like a unique runic system going on. I don't know if that's from an actual language or if that's going to be a language inside of the game. Ooh, bro. We got more of this runic language up here on this top left. Bro, by the way, the fact that this is pre-alpha gameplay. Hypergryph, we went from your already amazing looking art that you had in Arknights to 3D beauty for pre-alpha. Water's already showing reflection of the architecture up here. You got a gorgeous UI. This is probably no bias, but I think it's the most unique type of design I've ever seen for your mobile stick or just interacting with the screen. Can we talk about the sky? Oh man, they are going heavy on these graphics already in pre-alpha. You can see the water refracting the sun. I love how this thing looks. Your analog stick on the UI, if you will. Please remember to send me a copy. Okay, so real quick, we got to talk about this. Here's that sphere again, and now it's a little more colorful. They're exploring the architecture around the sphere. Interesting. Dude, the one thing you could tell they're trying to nail already in pre-alpha, and it's probably going to get even more gorgeous as the development goes on, is how gorgeous and open this entire game feels. You feel like you're exploring a new place, a new planet. You can tell that they're focusing on the journey of the character. I'm loving the UI they got going on. It's clean, it's minimal. Ooh, notice how like back here, it's kind of quiet and you can't really hear the water much, but as she runs and she gets closer to this waterfall, the volume kind of goes up on the water. Okay, good signs, good signs. Looks like this whole building is pretty explorable. You got enemies over here in the distance that's not instantly triggering the turn-based combat that we're going to see soon here in a second. Love how we're able to interact with the environment. There's that runic language coming up as soon as we interact with the tech. Oh, we can see like over here on the right hand, it gave us HP and some type of currency or item. Quiet. And you can tell everything is powered by some type of energy source. I wonder if it's a sphere. Hey, the music though. Hey. Bro, everything about this soundtrack is about exploration and discovering something. This is going to be pretty sick. If this is what we're getting in the music and in the symbolism constantly in the early development that they're showing us, we're in for a treat. There's that runic language again. I wonder if we're going to have a consistent language in the game. Yeah. Sound engineering is out of this world. Man, check that pillar out with the lighting, man. This is really, really, really nice. Here, jump to the right. All right, here's the combat. Hey. UI, super clean, super minimal, but straight to the point and sticking to the white and black symbolism right here with the strands that they got going on. Are these strands reacting to the soundtracks? Hold on. That's so freaking dope, dude. Okay. Ooh, okay. So there's a guard system and a shield system in the game. Nice. Wow. Bro. The purple lighting right here in this pitch black room. Ooh, we got particle effects already. We have some type of charge system here on the bottom middle. Yeah, and it looks like these special attacks. Yeah, notice it's not just any normal attack that's affecting this gauge right here. It's only a special attacks that are. Nice. Lighting on this game is beautiful. We got a counter system. You love to see it, dude. This is probably, as a UI, graphic design, art, music geek, I used to be a graphic designer before I was into YouTube heavily. This is probably my favorite part in this entire demonstration that they've showed us. This is your character, like, information / UI menu that we get to see. So first it shows you your entire party. Then it looks like we can select the character, zoom in, show more of the details of the character, their HP stat, but seems to be their shield stat, I'm assuming, and the skills that they have available for the character. Super interesting to see Hypergryph go on their minimal, clean route that they were known for in Arknights, but go away and stray away from the industrial, cubed, rectangle type of minimal design in their UI and their graphic design. Now going for like the slick, modern, clean, but instead of the industrial rectangles, circles, ovals, and smooth type of shapes. Really trying to get that sci-fi feel, right? And then you got like the grooves inside of these UI panels and the gold. Like, dude, oh, that's so clean. It's something like you're from a sci-fi game or movie, you know? Clean animation for, oh, are these items in the game? Oh no, they're skills. Love the atmospheric soundtrack, man. Again, it looks like you can swap out the skills that you gain for the character. Dude! Oh, that's gonna be so clean. Love the lighting effect that they got going on right here. Really, they're focusing on energy in their design and sun rays a lot. This part coming up right here like blew my mind. I freaked out. Okay. Bro, when you're switching the details from character to character, oh man, I've never seen that in the game, but that's sick. You literally like it's not like, oh, character blinks into place and just the other one just magically disappears. No. They're switching leads. They walk over. Is that sphere? It really looks like a civilization was built around this sphere. And I wonder if these were like the heads, leaders, or like upper beings for this race, possibly. So it looks like you can't target the enemy's health until the shield is broken down. Here's what looks like to be an ult of some type or an enhanced attack. Ooh! Look at the particle effects on that, man. Summons a stronger being of some type. I wonder if we're the invaders or if they are the invaders.